Hey guys, welcome. And today we're going to be talking about the Lenovo Legion 5. Now, before I move on to that, I have also released a B-roll video. If anybody's into the B-roll video shots that I made, link for that in the description below. But this is the real deal here, the Legion 5. Now this one has been announced and is in the market since 2020. So this is that version. And to be honest, I did a little of research trying to find the best gaming laptop out there, not for the gaming just, but also for editing for this YouTube stuff. Now there were a lot at $1,000 range, and it was quite difficult to pick out which ones to buy, and many of them had some, you can say, heating issues. So by far, once I found out that Legion 5 is also there and available in our market as well, I checked some of the videos and reviews and the thermal efficiencies. So this was my pick. This is one of the best laptop out there at $1,000 range. So if anybody's into still looking for a gaming laptop, or maybe someone for editing purpose, this is the one. I'll let you know why in a while. But before I move on into the specs or my advices on why this is the best laptop currently at this price range, I would like to let you know that I'll be giving out a bit of detail of the specs of this particular laptop. And if I'll give out my findings for each sections. For example, I'll be talking about the displays, I'll be talking about the hardware, like for example the RAM, the graphics card, and then we'll come to the performance at the end, that how this laptop performs. So let's start with the display first. Now the display of this laptop is 15.6 inches diagonally. It's an IPS panel LCD with the refresh rate of 144 Hz. In the website, what I found out is saying up to 240 Hz max, but when you come down to the technical details, I found out it's still 144 Hz. So this is the top specs display they're giving out in the Legion 5 region, and 300 nits max brightness, and most importantly for those who are editing is 100% sRGB color range. So this panel is really good for editing. It's very accurate, to be specific here. Now in terms of gamers out there also, this one does have less than 3 milliseconds of response time, which is also good for high, you can say, while you're playing shooting games. This is where it comes into play. Now let's come with the body aesthetics of this laptop. Now this is one huge chunk laptop, not just your daily use purpose or your office purpose, unless if you're using some AutoCAD stuff. But this one does pack quite a bunch, so that's why the thickness for better cooling system. Now if you look at the laptop itself, this one is quite thick enough. If I just close it, you see it's quite thick enough, like almost 2 fingers. But the thing is that, of course, due to the higher performance, the RAM, the processor, even for the cooling purpose, they have to keep it thick. And for the cooling, you can see there are like veins from both of the sides, and also just turn it back, it's got also veins at the back. Now this is just for air outlet, the exhaust system, but the air intake is actually from underneath here. If you see it, there are like 2 fans at the bottom for better cooling purpose. Now if you look at the sideways, there is a USB-A port with a mic, inbuilt mic, and just an LED indicator for the power button. And if I turn it at the back side, it does come with an Ethernet port, a USB-C port, and 2 USB-A ports again, 1 HDMI. This one is 2.0, so you can even use for 4K 60 frames per second, and a power outlet. Now this one you can charge only by its own Lenovo charging. Sadly, there is no Thunderbolt USB-C charging in this one, even though it does have a USB-C port. And finally, the Kensington lock. So for whatever reason, if you're in the office, yeah, you might considering locking your laptop. And looking at the left side of the laptop is you'll get another USB A port and a headphone jack, 3.5 headphone jack, which is at a good spot on the left side. Right side, you need the mouse and hands movement there. So this is all for the ports, and there's nothing at the front side. Just when you open up is what you see, a plastic from inside, and it's metal at the upper portion and plastic also at the back, at the lower portion. Now if you see, this is somewhat mild grip, so it's like some rubber material with a metallic look on it. Now as for the keyboard, Lenovo calls it the Legion True Strike keyboard. This is for the Legion 5 keyboards only, which means that this is 100% anti-ghosting and also sub-millisecond response time. Never checked it because I don't play shooting games, but it does have this quality. And the last is the soft landing key press. Now yes, that I can confirm, it's really soft and it's nice while typing. Now let's talk about the key travel distance. Also it does come with 1.5 key distance traveling. Now as for the lighting, it does come with backlit lighting, but in two options. Either you can get it an RGB or white. Now this version is the white backlit keyboard. Now let's talk about the performance side of this laptop. Now this laptop has AMD CPU in it, AMD 4800H, which is the highest version of the CPU available in the Legion 5, coming off 8 cores, base clock of 2.4 gigahertz up to 4.2 gigahertz, which is really impressive. I would like to note about the CPU 8 cores is this is helpful for editors for editing the videos. Now for gaming's GPUs where it's an important play, but for the editing guys out there, 8 cores of CPU is the, you can say, the sweet spot for editing. Now let's talk about the GPU part. This laptop comes with NVIDIA graphics card, and my one does come with a GTX 1660 Ti. Now this is the on-spot, the sweet spot for the gamers, and you can see also editors out there, as it does the job. Now for those of you who wants to know the lowest variant of Legion 5, yeah, you can get it also, you can say 1650 Ti and all the way up to RTX 2060. So this one is in the middle right there, so 6 GB of graphics card. Now coming to the RAM. Now this laptop can support DDR4 RAM and up to 3200 megahertz. This one which I have has 16 GB of RAM. Now it's a bummer that it does not come with LPDDR4, which can all the way cross 4000 megahertz, but the AMD CPU, this 4800H, can also go with the LPDDR4 RAM. Now this hardware, or you can say motherboard configuration, does not support LPDDR4 RAM. Now coming to the internal storage. Now this laptop has two different internal storage. One is the SSD PCIe. This variant has about 128 GB of internal storage, but it can all the way, you can upgrade it to 1 TB. Now as for the HDD, also it does have, and this one has 1 TB, can all the way go up to 2 TBs due to some space restrictions, you know, the height of the HDD. The more the you can say the storage, maybe 4 TB, the thicker the HDD. So this laptop doesn't have enough space, so it can go max up to 2 TB. The battery is 80 watt hour, and as per the website, I couldn't check it other than opening it myself, but as in the website, 80 watt hour. And for the battery life, like I have used it, it can last you while editing about 3 hours, watching movies also about something like that, but for gaming definitely less than an hour. Haven't tried gaming on battery, but that's what you get. Editing or watching movies, yeah, can last you up to 3 hours, not more than that. And finally, for some notable features, and that it does have a Bluetooth 5.1 and also a Wi-Fi 6 on board. So this is one of the best and up-to-date Wi-Fi hardware in it. And last thing is that it does have an audio system of 2 watts of Harman Kardon audio system, 2 speakers in it, which is really amazing. The sound quality and the loudness is good, so you can watch movies by using this laptop. Now other than that, it's only coming in one color, that is phantom black. I really like this color. And one last thing is it does have also the privacy, you can say, slide. So if anybody doesn't want this camera looking at you, you can slide it, and for your privacy also there's a nice touch to it. Now there are some drawbacks to this laptop. Recently I also just said that the Type-C does not come with charging capabilities, and it doesn't have also a fingerprint sensor. So yeah, you have to still log in by the old traditional way, pin code or password. But nonetheless, this is one amazing laptop. Other than that, last thing I would like to note is the performance side, that how well does it perform, the whole laptop. I have a GTA 5 game installed, which is about 100 GB, and of course those of you know it, it does consume a lot of graphics and also needs the CPU's help. Now keeping all these settings at medium, running the game, so the game runs at about 100 FPS average. Once you're sitting in the car, riding in traffic, I tried pushing the limit, because the faster the car is, the more it pushes the GPU and CPU limits. It comes back down to 75 FPS, the lowest I could get it. So in terms of editing, now CPU performance is more important. Now I'm using the DaVinci Resolve editor in this laptop, and to my expectations it exceeds. But when it does come with removing the video, while if you're doing shots like videos in the dark, and remove all these grainy stuff in the video, you know what I'm talking about, you're going to be using those effects. With those help of effects, you can remove those grainy parts of the darkness and make the image more good looking. Yes, that can somewhat hang your laptop. The playback is a bit of slow, but in terms of any other editing, a lot of on top videos and text and color corrections, no, it won't hang your laptop. It works just smooth. The response time is very great. That's my conclusion. So if any of you guys want to purchase a gaming laptop or for editing purpose, and for those gamers actually who are just like amateurs or just going to start, this laptop is the good deal. And if you're like going for the pro, of course this is not buy a gaming CPU and a monitor, that is where you're going to be investing in that direction. But for amateurs and for editing purpose and like all-rounder stuff, yes, this is the best one yet out there. Now if you found this informative, do leave a like, and if you have any questions about this Legion 5 laptop, also comment below so I can answer them. And if I found out that there have many questions, I hope not, but if it's more than 10 questions, many people asking about this particular laptop, I might make a part 2 of this Legion 5 gaming laptop video. So well, there you have it. Subscribe to this channel if you liked it. Tech stuff, tech reviews, more news as well, and catch you guys in the next video.